Hello, my name is Davion Watson. Today I'm giving you a presentation over the Assemblies of God. The Assemblies of God is a branch from the Pentecostal. It's one of the biggest branches of the Pentecostal of them all, and it was founded in 1994 in Hot Springs, Arkansas. There are 13,017 churches that are in the U.S., and with that total, there are 69 million Assemblies of God members worldwide. There are multiple Assemblies of God churches that have and are being currently planted across the whole nation and even across the whole world as we speak. And the national office is located in Springfield, Missouri. Our core values is to one, evangelize the lost. That was one of the biggest things that we saw him do on the earth, and we want to follow in that same footsteps. Is to worship God is our next core value, which comes from the commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul, and all your strength. And to disciple believers, because Jesus told us, go out and make disciples into the ends of the nations, and we want to do that. And to show compassion, because our Lord shows compassion. As we can see that, one thing about the Assemblies of God, we are a very missional organization. And we focus on U.S. missions inside our nation, and we focus on overseas missions. One of our overseas mission programs that we have is called Live Dead. Live Dead is about reaching the unreached people groups that have little or no access to the gospel. There are 2.8 billion unreached individuals in 253 clusters scattered throughout the world. Live Dead is a call to plant churches among unreached people groups through a team, because we believe in team dynamics. We believe in putting people into groups, and because a lot of people have different talents and different strengths that they can apply to a team. And so doing mission work overseas and doing mission work here is always great through a team. And one quality that each of the team has and are deeply devoted to is that they all recognize that the unreached are not unreachable. And that they also recognize that they are devoted to spreading the gospel despite the cost. Many people on the Live Dead team are at risk each and every day, and they know they're at risk of their own very lives of spreading the gospel of Jesus, but they see it worth it. They see it as worth the cost for people to know the truth and for people to come alive in the Lord, just as like the early church. God is on a mission to save this world, and AG wants to be a part of this mission. And Live Dead reaches out to the following regions: the Arab world, Iran, Africa, China, Israel, Palestine, Russia, and the Silk Road. One thing in our nation that's really cool that we do as AG is BGMC, which is Boys and Girls Missionary Challenge. This teaches the youth to care about God's mission. It challenges the youth to pray, to give, and maybe someday go. The AG youth, through giving and praying, reaches the nation and helps present the gospel. And that's just a unique, cool thing, because from a young age, they are learning to take responsibility for the kingdom and are learning the purpose of why they are here, and learning that before anything, the Lord is who I'll come to serve and who I'll come to take pride in. So, as AG, we live missions. That's the core of who we are. And AG so desperately wants the entire world to know Jesus. And that's the reason for Live Dead, BGMC, which we've already talked about, and U.S. Missions, which is your local church, and their staff and their team, and the U.S. missionaries around, people who do Teen Challenge, and World Missions of world missionaries that go to all different kind of crazy places and lead their families and lead their home because they see the importance of spreading the gospel. And then we have Chi Alpha, which are missionaries who reach out on a university campus, which is considered one of the most strategic ways to do ministry because it impacts the world as well. AG never wants us to lose the heart of the early church of the New Testament. And we each have a role to play for the kingdom. Each person is important, and AG is here to help you find out what your purpose is for the kingdom. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot about AG.